Apologies. You can refer to me as the Dread Pirate Roberts. You need my help? No problem at all. As you wish. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but you do seem to have transported me here under what seem to be somewhat magical means. And I have a bit of a fight to get back to. See, I've got a loved one, and you can return me at the exact moment of my departure. That is interesting. Clearly, you are a powerful sorcerer. I myself have had the opportunity to meet a wizard of a sort. His name was Max. Perhaps you've heard of him. He was able to bring me back from the dead. Well, to be fair, he did say that I was only mostly dead. He said that if I was all the way dead, the only thing he could do was go through my pockets and look for loose change. But you are saying that you are a true sorcerer. Very interesting. Well, I don't mean to be rude, but you have pulled me out of the middle of a bit of a spirited battle. I was just wrapping things up. I was actually going to hand over the leadership of the Dread Pirate Roberts to my new friend, Inigo Montoya, when you did your little mumbo-jumbo. So why am I here? I'm here because of love. Well, that is something that I do have some experience with. I have been looking to return to my love for the last 5 years, out and about as a pirate, learning all sorts of skills, learning a resistance to iocane powder. You've heard of it, haven't you? Well, perhaps another time. But more importantly, why have you brought me here? You need true love's kiss. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not in love with you, and as fun as I'm sure it would be for us to... Oh, you're not talking about you. Could you elaborate, perhaps? Why is it that you need true love's kiss from me? See, I only love Buttercup, so if you need me to impart true love's kiss to someone else, I don't think that's going to have the effect that you're looking for, because... Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I do appreciate you respecting the mask. They are terribly comfortable. I think that they'll be all the rage someday. So, you say that there is a magic in a true love's kiss. I could see that. I certainly feel the magic whenever I kiss my love, Buttercup. But what good is that magic to you? You want to use my magic, the inherent magic of a true love's kiss, something that is so rare that it only happens once in a century. Well, I'm glad to be special. I always thought I was rather special myself, but I'm still not quite getting it. So why don't you tell me so I can get back to Buttercup? Who? You'll have to forgive me. What is a Hulk? And what is a She-Hulk? You're losing me on basically everything. Gamma is only familiar to me because one of the many things I learned aboard the pirate ship was Latin, but I'm not sure what radiation is. So, let me see if I understand. You are telling me that this She-Hulk is a kind of solicitor, and she has fallen afoul of the god Loki, that I've heard of, didn't know he was real. She's fallen afoul of the god Loki, has fallen into a mystical slumber, and only true love's kiss can awaken her. I appreciate your predicament, but again, I must feel compelled to point out I do not love this Jennifer Walters, and so I don't see what good my kiss would do. I don't know if I like the sound of that. You want to transfer the consciousness of my Buttercup to the She-Hulk. Then I, loving the Buttercup, kiss her, which would then break Loki's spell, allowing her to awake. The reason he put her in that is because no one currently loves her. That is both cruel and sad. I'm terribly sorry for you doing all of this effort, but the truth is, I'm not going to put my true love at risk for you. I'm not going to have you rip her consciousness out of my world, stick it in a giant green troll, just so I can kiss her again. I can kiss her back there. I'm listening. So, you're saying that if I do this, and of course I want to be very clear, I would only do this with the consent and willingness of Buttercup. I would never do this against her will. But if we decide to do this, you could bring us into your world. Well, that is intriguing, but I have already amassed a great riches in my world. That was the whole point of being a pirate for 5 years, was getting my fortune so that I could retire and live happily ever after with Buttercup. There's a plague coming, you say. That is less advantageous. So you're saying that we could avoid the plague by coming here, living here happily ever after, and enjoying the conveniences of this modern world. I don't know what penicillin is, but it sounds delicious. Hopefully I don't have to build up an immunity to it like iocane powder. Well, I tell you what, you open one of your little portals and let's have a discussion with Buttercup, which you should have done in the first place. I see you can only bring one person at a time, but we must speak to her because I cannot submit my love to this sort of trauma without her consent. Without her, I am nothing. She is my true love. So, get with your little hocusing-pocusing, doctor. That's very strange of you, and we'll see. We'll see if I can give She-Hulk, by way of Buttercup, true love's kiss. Thank you so much for watching Roleplay Riot. If you are enjoying this, consider becoming a Patreon. I have special content that is only for my Patreon subscribers. You can find that information below. And always, as you wish.